Call to order at 6:29. First is approval of minutes. We have the reorganization meeting, which happened March 3rd after town meeting. Then there's the minutes from the March 10th special emergency management meeting. And then the minutes from our March 10th regular meeting. So I'll entertain a motion to approve those minutes.
You have to do them individually?
Do we have to do it individually? Do we have to do it individually for the minutes, or can we approve all of them at once?
Yeah, I probably should.
Okay. All right, so I'll entertain a motion to approve the reorganization meeting minutes from March 3rd.
So moved.
Second. The only question I got is I read the minutes. I was the only one who got sworn in, and two others that had to.
I got sworn in.
Yeah, I know it, but it's not in, I didn't see it in there.
Well, that happened outside the meeting.
Yeah,
That happened before the meeting
yeah, I
started.
realize that, but
I put Irv swearing because I knew that I had missed the first part of the meeting, so I think
okay.
the two others were sworn in. So that was.
Yeah, everybody got sworn in.
yeah.
But yeah, that actually happened before we
Yeah.
convened the
I
meeting.
realize that, but they still have to be shown somewhere that they were sworn in.
Yeah, Anita has it, I'm sure.
Well, I got swore out, so.
Okay, any further discussion on that? All those in favor of approving the reorganization meeting minutes from March 3rd signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion passes. I'll entertain a motion to approve the meeting, special meeting minutes from March 10th, which was the emergency management meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor of approving the special meeting minutes from March 10th signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
I opposed. Didn't know nothing about it.
All right, I'll vote in the affirmative. It was, we formed a quorum because Crystal was there representing the
Yeah,
hospital.
no, that's
Yeah, okay.
Hey, I wasn't there, so.
So I'll vote in the affirmative. Motion passes. And then I will entertain a motion to approve the regular meeting minutes from March 10th.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor of approving the meeting minutes from March 10th, the regular meeting, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion passes. Additions and deletions. I have one addition. We have a liquor license renewal request from Riverbend, so we'll take care of that in new business. And then I guess we can move on to the warrants.
Make a motion to pay check warrant number 1, payroll in the amount of $9,772.44.
Have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor of paying payroll warrant number 1 in the amount of $9,772.44 signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion passes.
Make a motion to pay check warrant number 2, payroll tax in the amount of $4,320.92.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those hearing none, all those in favor of paying payroll tax warrant number 2 in the amount of $4,320.92 signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion passes.
Make a motion to pay check warrant number 3 out of the general fund in the amount of $17,807.66.
What?
I have $6.66.
I have $17,807.66.
Sorry.
Okay. Typo.
It's supposed to be the 7, Harlan?
I had 6 because I was looking at these. I don't have that in front of me.
Okay.
But if that's what.
I was gonna say, I don't have that, anything here.
Would you like to take a look at it?
Yeah, I looked at it, probably assigned it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's probably just a transfer typo. Okay.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor of paying general fund warrant number 3 in the amount of $17,807.66 signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed?
This number 3 on this paper is 666,000.
Or you're looking at the minutes from March 10th, I think.
Oh, it's not the right one then.
No,
Oh, okay. I'll throw it away
that's the
then.
meeting minutes.
I thought that was funny.
Those are from the meeting on March 10th. So there should be a small piece of paper that has just some numbers on it that will say warrants.
There's 5 warrants on it.
Yep.
Yeah, all right.
That would have come in with
That's all right,
the,
go for it.
Okay, did we vote on that?
I don't think so.
I seconded it.
All those in favor of paying general fund warrant number 3 in the amount of $17,807.66 signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion passes.
Make a motion to pay check warrant number 4 out of the highway fund in the amount of $9,014.42.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor of paying highway warrant number 4 in the amount of $9,014.42 signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Abstentions? Motion passes.
Make a motion to pay check warrant number 5 out of the equipment fund in the amount of $1,115.11.
Second.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor of paying check warrant number 5 out of the equipment fund in the amount of $1,115.11 signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion passes. Alrighty. Excuse me. Moving on to reports. Steve, you want to start?
Yes, last week, V-Trans sent out the small structure grant applications for 2021, along with the certification of compliance for town road and bridge standards and network inventory, as well as the annual financial plan for town highways. Both of these have to be signed by the select board and submitted to V-Trans.
Okay. We agree with all of the
We do have
numbers and
the
we have
current updated network inventory, yes,
Okay.
and road and bridge standards. And the financial page is based on the budget that was approved at town meeting.
Right.
You can see the breakdown in revenue and the breakdown in expenses.
Excellent. Okay, I would entertain a motion to sign the certificate of compliance for town road and bridge standards and network inventory.
So moved.
Second.
Any further discussion on that? Hearing none, all those in favor of signing and forwarding the certificate of compliance for town road and bridge standards and network inventory signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion passes. I will pass this around. Today's the 24th.
Yes.
Okay. And then I will entertain a motion to approve, sign, and forward the annual financial plan for town highways.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Okay. Hearing none, all those in favor of signing and forwarding the annual financial plan for town highways signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion passes. So I will pass this around as well.
So after copies are made, either Carla can scan them and email them to Megan Brunk, or I could do that, however you would like
It's up to you,
to.
you're gonna have to make copies anyway, so you might as well take care of that.
You have her email,
yes.
megan.brunk@vermont.gov.
I said.
Did you get any bridge reports back?
Not yet,
With the newest?
not the newest ones, no.
Soon as it gets warm weather, I'll try to get the gravel and grit off of them. That'll be one of the things they'll give you on the first thing.
Yep. Back to the grant application. So I have filled out 2 grant applications for structures. One, of course, is Bridge 34, the Stone Arch Bridge. This one's pretty straightforward. I have Michael Weisner's report will accompany the grant application as well as photographs. So that's filled out along with some background from the Historical Society. And the second one is for Bridge 43, which we had the engineering study done last year. So my question for the board is, when Bridge 42 was completed, the way the invitation to bid was worded was that the contractor bidding on the bridge was responsible for demolition, was responsible for contracting with the company who was going to build the bridge, for all site work, for all traffic control, and for installation of the new bridge, which we all remember was A.S. Clerk
Yep.
handled that.
Right.
Renaud Brothers built the bridge, and Clark took care of it. Do we want to handle Bridge 43 in that same format?
Yeah, but there was nothing in that at the time of it, what happened to the I-beams, and they just disappeared. The old I-beams that came out of that bridge.
I would like to see it handled in the similar fashion with regards to what Irvin's saying, that the salvage out of it belongs to the town of Townshend.
So we'll put that wording in the
Yes,
invitation to bid.
that,
Yeah.
you know, they demolition it and they take care of that, but the salvage is the town's.
Does that have a state plate on it too?
That cure is
Do you
what we
remember?
were,
Yeah, that's.
Say
what
42 had one that we had to go back to the state, right?
I don't know that.
Okay.
I don't know that.
no, I don't think it said anything about it in it, and that was the, no.
Right, yeah.
No, I
No, yeah,
was
yeah,
gonna say
yeah.
before, I don't know,
But-
it just didn't get worded so that the salvage was the town's.
Well, I think what happened is as the board, we did not read it in ourselves
Close enough.
close enough
Yeah,
and
yeah, I think
come
you're
to that
Okay.
conclusion.
So now
But
that I'm clear.
that bridge, I hope they're gonna widen it more than one car wide.
Well, what would be nice is to see him not only widen it, but straighten it, so you don't come down and have to turn into it. You can kind of,
I
Well,
can
that
bring
one's-
the prints
that bridge
next
is
meeting.
fairly straight.
That one's fairly straight. Yeah.
That's that first iron bridge,
I've gone down it a few times as you have.
but they could,
I'm puckered before when it's icy.
no, but I'm gonna say that it could be to the, well, as you're going up, take couple trees and stuff out of the right hand, it would straighten it some. But then the next one you're gonna be, but that's gonna be on you because it's less than 20 foot long is that next little
The
one
concrete.
down below. That'll be on the town.
Yeah.
Anything unless it's a 20 foot longer bridge, state don't get involved.
I didn't know that.
Thought that was 21.
Well, I'll tell you, you got one right up here by Stan Bills's, where you go up East Hill Road.
Yeah.
Now, there's a 20-foot opening in it, and they turned it down, but I'd still say if there's a 20-foot opening,
It doesn't sit in.
that's a 20-foot
It-
bridge, because you're gonna be longer than that in order to
Yeah.
hold a deck.
Okay, so thank you for the direction on that. And we will move forward putting that grant together.
Yeah.
Excellent.
But I say, I did notice like, well, across the road from where that road goes up to that house there, they had a place where they'd park cars or something,
Yeah.
and that could be a little work done, a few trees put out there, and in fact, the power company's got a stake there that they wanna set a pole right on the end of that bridge and run. I wouldn't, after we get the bridge done.
We have been keeping up with mud season, which hasn't been all that bad so far this year. And then we've had a few snow events. We had 2 last week, and of course we had last night and this morning. So winter's still holding on a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's all I have.
You're lucky, we're down Brattleboro there on Gibson Road, which goes from up by the country club and comes out over on Meadowbrook Road. That's still closed due to mud. Been in the paper
Oh, yeah.
for 2-3 weeks.
Yeah. Okay, is not a counter money week. So I have the report from the treasurer. In the sweep account is $750,602.73. And in the checking account is $30,000 even. Okay. So next up was, this is the correspondence that I gave everybody last week. The Economic and Infrastructures Development Grant Opportunity. I don't know if you guys got a chance to look through it. I went through the website. It's pretty short on details as to what the matches may be. And they also think they amended it so that the letter of interest is not required, but it couldn't hurt if we think this is something we might want to go after to draft a letter of interest and send it off to them.
Okay.
So if we want to do that, I would entertain a motion to that effect.
So moved.
Okay. All those in favor of sending a letter of interest to the Economic and Infrastructure Development Grant Opportunity, which is being done by the Northern Border Regional Commission, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion passes. Steve, do you have a template for that kind of thing? For letter of interest? Or anything that you've used in the past that you have?
No, I do not.
Okay. I'll find one on VLCT.
There might be a template too on their website. I will double check, but I also
Okay.
might have something.
Okay, great. Yeah, if you could, I'm just gonna put this in this makeshift folder for Carla's stuff. We have no members of the public. Old business, so we have many appointments to make. I'm gonna just read through the whole list. And then in discussion, we can decide if there's anything that you guys wanna talk about. Just so we don't have to read it more than once. So for Social Services Screening Committee, we would appoint Kathy Grieve, Meredith Kenyon, and Chris Groats-Cook. Rescue Inc. would be Kathleen Heggie. 911 Coordinator is Helen Holt. Fence Viewer, Christina Wright. I assume that got cleared. Inspector of Wood and Timber, Rob Wright. Inspector of Shingles, Rob Wright. Animal Control will remain with the constables. The Pound Keeper will be the Select Board. Recreation Committee is Christina Wright. Valley Cares Board is Crystal Mansfield. And the Wyndham County Sheriff's Liaison will be the constables. So I would entertain a motion to make those aforementioned appointments.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor of appointing said representatives signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion passes. So Carl, if we could update the appointments list to reflect those, that'd be great. There was one other part of that. So we had gotten a letter before town meeting from the Social Services Committee, which will remain the same as it was. And they wanted to put together a little more cohesive procedure for people applying, setting deadlines, asking for mission statements and some explanation of what they do. So they would like to, I guess what we need to do is, I guess we have to change the procedures for Townsend Social Services Committee requests. And they would like the following stipulations: that all requests be submitted by the last business day of October to allow time to vet them. All requests are to include information regarding agency's mission. All requests are to include information regarding how Townsend residents benefit from the agency's services. And requests that are submitted after the proposed deadline or without the proposed requirements would be reviewed at the discretion of the Social Services Committee. So I would entertain a motion to create that
So moved.
plan going forward.
Second.
All those in favor of adopting the Social Services Committee procedures for requests signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Sorry. Opposed? Abstentions? Motion passes. They had also said that they would like to send out a letter to recipients from the past 2 years, just notifying them of the
New requirements.
new requirements.
Yep.
Okay, good. I will pass that along to them. Okay. Don't cover the agenda. I like having all this room. Okay. Moving on, we have the form from the listers from the last meeting. That is the form 4155. Steve, you had a question on the Kirkpatrick property.
Yes.
I spoke to Mike Bills. He assured me that the statute of limitations has closed and they are not aware of any pending actions for that. So in his mind, it's done and this is good to go. So I would entertain a motion to sign form 4155, the certificate of no appeal or suit pending for the grant list.
So moved.
Second.
Well, I just want to, is it definitely a positive?
Well, I talked to Mike. He assured me that it was. Carla did some research and reached out to the LCT. I don't know if you ever heard back
I
from
did
them.
not hear back from the LCT yet.
I
Okay,
would
so,
hold off until.
all right. Okay, so we will table that until we hear from VLCT. I always want to call them VLCTV. Okay. Listers. We have a request from Community Hope and Action to use the Commons for Family Fun Day for Townsend, July 18th, 2020, which is I think it's a Saturday.
Saturday.
Yep. And they are, we have the contract, which is, no, we'll have to get it signed, but we have their application. They are requesting that we waive the fee. So I would entertain a motion to.
What did we do last year? Do we remember?
I think we waived the fee. Actually, I'm positive we waived the fee last year.
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
All right, all those in favor of allowing the Community Hope in Action to use the Commons on July 18th, 2020 for Family Fun Day for Townsend, with the fee waived, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion passes. So Carl, if you can let them know. And then we will need a copy of their insurance rider. Okay. So next up, we have application for a second-class license for Riverbend Farm Market. It's a renewal. So I would entertain a motion to approve the liquor license renewal application for Riverbend Market.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Okay, hearing none.
That's just beer and wine, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I was gonna say they had, why I said that, because the liquor license, they lost it once.
Well, they need to get it back, because nobody can sell liquor here now, apparently.
Well, yeah, no,
Yeah.
they can sell beer and stuff now, they got it back, but they don't have liquor.
No, well, liquor's a state store anyway.
But I still had to have a license to say to do it.
Yep. So all those in favor of approving the 2020 liquor license renewal for Riverbend Farm Market, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion passes. So we all need to sign this
On the left.
on the left.
Sorry, was it Class A license? A Class A? Or,
Second class.
second, oh, second, sorry.
Alright. Okay. Last two items on the agenda are related. The first one is Vtalert.gov is a website where you can put in to receive text or email alerts regarding, well, you can choose however you want to do it, whether it's weather, but particularly useful for the COVID-19 outbreak. And then for COVID-19, I have a statement from Sherwood Lake, who's our emergency management coordinator. It's fairly long, so I'm not going to read the whole thing, but we will attach it to the minutes. He and I are in pretty constant contact. I know he's in touch with the hospital and the fire department, as well as all the state agencies. So we are getting regular updates and the latest best practices. And then I also had a similar letter from Glenn Beatty from the fire department, talking about what they are doing to prepare and cope for whatever eventuality might come by. So we can put that also in the minutes. And for government agencies and private nonprofits, FEMA money is now able to be applied for. So if you are a private nonprofit, or Steve, this would apply to you if you guys get asked to run supplies, also apply to the fire department. Just anything that you do that's related to this outbreak, document time and materials, so that we can submit that later on. And they're reimbursing, I think it's 75%, they said. And the last thing is there is a change to the open meeting law that came out this morning, I think. So we can do now our meetings completely remotely without a designated place to have them. What we do have to offer, we would do it, I think, is either a video conference or a conference call or some combination of both. We do have to allow access to the public to join in the meeting, and then minutes as normal. There was some discussion about making them have to be recorded, but I didn't see anything in the final draft that mentioned that. So something to think about. If we do decide to go that way, we will ask Rick to post something on the website, and we'll post a warning to that effect before the next meeting, if it
I
comes to
know
that.
in the past that, well, like when Kent was on the board, he'd been plowed in December and
Yeah,
we'd have the meeting here, but he would be by phone.
yeah, and you could always do that. What's different now is that in that case, you always had to do it at a place where the public could attend.
Yeah.
Now, it allows the public to attend electronically, but there is no requirement to have a physical place for them.
And we do the same thing with solid waste. We have a call-in number that somebody
Yep,
can't make it to the meeting, but they can be heard and
yep,
they hear the meeting.
yep. So, I mean, I just recently set up a Zoom account for my own self, so we can use that. Hopefully it won't go on for too long. Right now, as it stands, I think we have enough separation. I feel fairly comfortable with this setup, but if things change, I'll get in touch with everybody. Any need for an executive session? Anybody has?
Not for me.
Okay, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So,
All right, thank you, everybody.